topic of decision making, it's something that you drive a lot. And you even wrote an article on it, talking about, how many decisions we're making per day, which is pretty crazy, right?
Right, it is, absolutely. Every single day, and this is actually backed up by research. I believe it was researchers at Cornell University who did the studies, and it shows that on a given random day, people make about 35,000 remotely conscious decisions. And that's a mind-boggling number, it really is.
Yeah.
And a good thing to consider is, well, how much of that is actually conscious? Like, how much of that do you actually have your awareness on, and you get to process it properly, weigh it in properly, and then make the best pick, right? It's something that's kind of left to an autopilot mode, you might say. Now, you can't be making a pros and cons list for every single thing that you touch and do during your day. However, raising your awareness about your choices is definitely a good move. And the reason why I really dig into this topic is because oftentimes I hear people using some very, let's say, limiting type of language and words when it comes to their own options. Like, how often do you hear people say something like, well, I don't have a choice, right? My boss makes me do this, or it's just required. It's part of the job description, and I don't really have a choice. I have to be doing this. And that type of mentality even would lead ultimately to a place where you feel like you're powerless, like you don't have any control over the things that go on in your life, and you basically become a victim of circumstance. Like, you are the way you are because of your environment, because of the economy, because of company policy, because of the colleagues that you have or the boss that you have, you name it, right? It becomes that part of powerless victim mentality thing, which, if you examine a bit deeper, is not actually the case, because no matter what happens, no matter what circumstances and what environment you're in, you always have a choice. Choice is always there.
Exactly.
And in my workshops and in a lot of my training programs, I actually bring this up, and I tell people, hey, you are a product of your choices. You're not a victim of circumstance. You're a product of your choices. And if you're not particularly happy with the results that you're getting, or the position that you're in, the influence that you have, well, perhaps it's time to start making better choices. It's as simple as that. And I'm not saying it's easy, but it is that simple.